Hello, my name is Beatrice. If this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you've always been around, thank you for all the love. Today on Relationship 101, guys, let's look at the tips on how to have a successful online dating. Oftentimes when you tell people about the fact that you're dating people, you're meeting people online or on some dating apps, they are like, what? No, guys, there is nothing wrong with it. To be honest, I think it's as good as dating people offline. In fact, I've met a couple of great guys through online dating platforms, and I think it's amazing. Today, let's look at tips on how you can achieve successful online dating, or tips that could help you with online dating. The first thing is keep your profile simple and catchy. This is really important. You do not need any kind of complication, because people just need to know, like, okay, this is what you're trying to say. Do not write epistle or make it so difficult for people to understand what you're trying to say. Put up pictures that are simple to understand, to read. Do not put blurry pictures or pictures that look like you're dead. Okay, that was a joke. All right. Now, this one is for girls. It is okay to message first, but do not make your message too lengthy or too awkward. Okay? Feel free to message first. Do not appear like you're being too overly you overly want to be in a relationship with this guy, or you want this guy. By all means, you can just say, hi, what's up? And then, if he wants to talk to you, he will definitely reach out to you. If he doesn't want to meet you or talk to you, he will not respond. At this point, you shouldn't feel bad. You should actually just understand that, hey, these people have like so many other people they are saying online, and they probably saw someone they prefer to you, and there is nothing wrong with it. Chat a little bit before you meet them. This way you would have understood some things about them, at least to an extent. So you're not entirely meeting up as total strangers. You already have an idea who this person is. Okay, he's from so place, his family lives in so place. So basically you're just meeting this person with a little knowledge of who he is. Okay? The next point is very important. In the course of getting to know these people or this person, do not send them any valuable. Do not send them money. Do not send them things. The other day I got talking with a friend, and he told me about how he met someone on a platform, and this person started asking for money, and he actually sent money, and then she asked again, and he sent the money, and again, and I'm like, did you really do that? He said yes, and the total money he sent was really quite a huge amount of money. And I was like, why would you do that? Innocently, he sent this money because he wanted to meet this person eventually. And of course, from what he said, the girl told him she has a child, and so he felt this attachment already to the child that he had met. Okay, it's okay, it's normal. Okay, but when it comes to online dating, it's different. Please do not send money before you meet them. In most cases, people end up sending money to fraudulent people, okay, and then you end up losing. So offline, you can be that emotionally attached, but when it comes to online, no, do not send valuables before you meet, except you want to do charity. Okay, if you want to do charity or you want to dash money to some people, please, by all means, send your money. But if you really want to meet this person, like you want to actually have something with them, make sure you meet them before you start giving them valuables. It's an advice. Okay, do not be like my friend. When you finally decide to meet up, do not count it as a date. I would advise you see it as like just a meetup. Maybe subsequently you can now say, okay, you guys are going to have a date. Okay, you do not call it a date, so you're just like meeting yourselves for the first time to just like put a face to the pictures that you've been seeing online. All right, so that should be considered a meetup, not a date. All right, then after your meetup, if you feel like, now after this meetup, if you now then feel like you like this guy, that's the point you now decide to say, okay, you know what, let's have a date. And then you're going to have like a proper date after that. When you meet up someone that you met online for the first time, please do ensure that you meet them up in a public place. It is very necessary. There are so many sick people out there, online, everywhere, not only online, but mostly it is easier for them to actually hide who they are behind a screen. Okay, so it is advisable for you to meet at a public place where people can see you, so that just in case you've made yourself a fraudster friend or a killer friend or a psycho, so that you'll be in the eyes of people and the guy would not harm you. A lot of people, not even only girls, a lot of people have been harmed from meeting up with people they meet online in a private place, and they really got hurt. Some got really robbed of their properties, and you don't want to find yourself in that kind of situation. Okay, so meet in a public place to avoid any kind of danger. The next point, I think this is mostly for the ladies. Please ensure the guy comes to you. If you've met this guy online, please let him come to your vicinity. Do not travel all the way to his area. This is also similar to the last point I made. That way you are within your own environment that you are familiar with. Okay, so let him come to you. If peradventure the guy does not want to drive or travel all the way down to you, babe, let him go. Meet other people. That is why it's an online dating platform, or there are online dating platforms. You can meet as many people as possible. Eventually, I'm sure you will meet someone who is willing to come to you. The next point or tip I want you to understand is that the profile of your online interest might not exactly be the same as their physical when you guys meet. So do not get also worked up and you're like, oh my god, this is what she looked like in the picture that I saw. Yeah, people want to put up their best pictures. Okay, I don't think anybody wants to put up an ugly picture of them. So yeah, they might want to edit their pictures a bit, and then they might look a little bit different from what they look like. They might look a little bit different from what they look like physically. Do not take it to heart. It's one of those things. Okay, so if they look a little different, just see it as one of those things. And the most important thing is they are not totally different from what they really are. I mean, okay, I don't want to keep telling you stories, but I met someone who also met someone online. She was very ashamed to show off what she looks like, and apparently she was using other people's pictures as her profile pictures. So I mean, something like that, of course, it's a no, and that's the first thing I mentioned, right? Okay, so in a situation like that, you have a problem. Okay, but otherwise, if it's just a slight difference, you know that this is the person, but maybe, okay, with makeup and a bit of editing, she's different or he is different, then fine, it's okay. The next point, why you guys are still chatting, if you notice any sign of rudeness from your online interest, please feel free to use the block button. That is why the block button is there in the first place. When I say rude, I mean he or she is using abusive words. He or she, without your consent, he's sending you pictures of his dick or her boobs. You're not okay with it, feel free to block them. Okay, I've been in a situation where I was talking to someone and the next thing I saw a very huge dick of a guy, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, sorry for using the F word, but hey, it happens all the time. And you know what, in a situation like that, the block button was my best friend. I blocked him without even asking, without even saying a word. Okay, so feel free to use the block button if you're not finding your interests as they should be. Okay, the final thing I want to talk about is when you finally meet, please add a little bit of humor, please. I mean, it is true you met him online. It is true you met him online, and I mean, you guys are probably not on that level yet, but please do not act like you're coming for a burial, okay? Just try your best to add a little bit of humor. That way, you might be seen again, okay? But if you come also uptight, also boned up face, I don't know what the word to use, I'm using the Nigerian pidgin, and then you guys are like just there like some people who came for a burial, chances are you're not going to see again. So please, some humor from both sides, okay? Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do remember to do so down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you feel you need to add to everything I've just said, please feel free, because I'm very sure I have not exhausted the tips. Feel free to let me know your opinion down below. Also, let me know if you probably want me to discuss a topic or you want us to talk about a topic. Also, let me know down below. I would be more than willing to bring them to you. Thank you so much for always watching. Until I see you again, bye. I love you. Mwah.